What's up, guys? Charlie Hustle, your favorite Halo noob, and we've got some DMR Team Slayer action from the anniversary map pack. That's Lava House right in front of me, and Lyle the Iceman, two of my friends way back from Call of Duty. These are the two guys who are directly responsible for me picking up this game. They have a vast knowledge of video games out there, unlike me, who only really gets stuck on one at a time. They play them all. So I went to them and I said, guys, what should I be playing right now? I'm just sort of a little bit stale, as we talked about before, a little bit stale with Call of Duty, just want to mix it up a little bit. And they said, Halo Reach, my friend, you're going to love it. With your experience back on Unreal Tournament, this game's going to be a good fit for you. And sure enough, they nailed it. Right after they gave me the recommendation, I went out the next night, picked it up, and then we were on here. We were playing and learning and having a great time. These two guys, they are just so much fun to play with. Just two hilarious individuals. We start every match out, or every night, with a firefight. I'm not sure why they do it. I let them run the shop, and I just sort of hang on for the ride. But we start every time with a firefight match. If you guys don't know, if you're new to Halo, it's sort of like the Halo version of zombies, or horde mode if you're a Gears of War person. It's just wave after wave of enemies coming at you, and you gotta kill them all. So as far as starting off your gaming night, it's a great way to do it because it's a good warm-up. And Halo, more so than other games that I've played in the past, takes a bit of warm-up for me to get my shot right. I mean, my shot sucks to begin with, and when I'm starting off the night, it's just all over the place. But a good match of firefight, now I've got a lot of repetitions under my belt of getting the aim in and getting things tuned in. So I really like it for that. And then second of all, these guys, like I said, they're just straight up comedians. So it's just a barrel of laughs non-stop when we're playing through the firefight, especially when it's not quite as serious. Not that we really take anything serious in this game, or any game for that matter. But especially in the firefight, it's just tons of fun. And actually, we were talking last night. I think I'm gonna try to do one of those live com type of things over top of one. Hopefully, we can keep it into a time frame where it's still entertaining. But we're gonna try that. Next time we hop into one, I'll hit the record button. It does take a little bit of premeditation on my behalf to set up that live com recording. If you guys don't know, a little behind the scenes action, when you do a live com, the HD PVR will actually only record the in-game voices of the people you're playing with. In order to record your own voice, you have to set up your own microphone and record that separately. So then when you go back and you do your editing for your video, you have to match up the audio that you were talking to the gameplay that was going on. So that's always a little bit of a trick, and there's some ways to do it, like maybe at the main menu when you're starting up, you move the cursor around a little bit so that it's easy to sync. But anyhow, there's some tricks to that, and it does take some premeditation, so it's not just like something you can do on the fly. But the next time we hop into one of those firefights, we'll get a recording on that. If it's as funny as I think it's going to be, then we'll post that up. If not, you'll see some other Halo video, and maybe we'll do that in addition to one of these Halo videos, because I do enjoy doing these as well. So, some other things we gotta talk about with those two guys. Lyle, he has his own YouTube channel, which you guys absolutely have to check out if you like good Halo gameplay. I know you come here and see the shit-tastic gameplay that I lay out for you, but if you actually like to see some good gameplay, check out Lyle's channel, especially the way this dude works with a sniper. Oh my goodness, if I had his shot, I mean, he's just ridiculous the way he could snap on target with that sniper rifle. Very jelly of what he can do. So check out those videos. But then also, the guy's just a straight up entertainer. He did this series just recently with this Lord of the Rings game, which absolutely is of zero appeal to me. However, the way he does it and just his sense of humor and the way he is makes it just super entertaining, and I ended up watching every video in the series. He also is talking about doing a Skyrim series, so hopefully maybe he'll hear this and I'll finally push him over the edge to start posting up those videos. But expect to see that. So if you're a Skyrim fan, if you're a Call of Duty fan, or just if you like funny and you like good stuff, check him out, and I'll post a link in the description to him. But the three of us have been playing a lot of Halo together, having a good time with this. The DMR, man, this gun has been a bit of a mystery to me thus far, and I've been trying so hard to learn it because it is the gun of choice for the MLG variant in Halo Reach, and that's really my goal. Is I want to get to the point where I can just sort of hold my own in the MLG variant, because right now, as it stands, if I hop in there, I am going to get smacked around in bad and dirty and just generally not nice types of ways. And it makes sense. I mean, there's usually about 1,500 people on there at any given point in time. One can assume that they're probably close to the 1,500 best players online at that time. Definitely not somewhere where someone's going to be if they just were introduced to the game maybe a month ago. So that's sort of my goal of where I want to get, and the DMR is obviously going to play a big role in that. So anytime it comes up in the public Team Slayer matchmaking, I'd be sure to put my vote in for that. And usually it does get voted through, luckily, so I do get some experience with it here. And the one thing that I found through this map in particular, because the layout of this map sort of demands a longer range engagement than most in Halo Reach, is that I think I'll do better if I hang back just a tad bit more than I would with the assault rifle with the DMR in hand. Now, in every first-person shooter that I've ever played, the downfall of my gameplay has always been rushing way too much. I just press way too hard. I always need to back off just a little bit, exploit some lines of sight, not really camp, but just be a tad more patient. And I do an okay job of that here. I could do better. But everything from, you know, when I was playing Unreal Tournament, especially with Counter-Strike, I mean, I had a guy who was on my floor just 2 doors down, who was in the top 150 on Counter-Strike. I don't know which variant it was back then, but this was back in probably 2000, 2001. So he was in top 150 on the online leaderboards, and I was absolutely just struggling with the game and hated to play it with everyone. I would completely avoid playing it. So he actually sat down with me and looked over my shoulder and sort of gave me some tips as I was playing. And he just kept saying, "Stop running, stop running, stop moving." You know, that was the whole course of the whole lesson, and I didn't learn, and I haven't learned. And I play Call of Duty like that, and I play Halo like that. But if I want to get to where I want to get with this game, I think I'm going to have to slow down just a tad. And the DMR is just so lethal from range that it makes sense. It makes sense to abuse some lines of sight. And you actually see the MLG guys. If you watch any of their streams or their YouTube videos, they're absolutely doing that. They're controlling traffic by abusing some of these long lines of sight the developers of this game have built into the maps. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of that in the future. Hopefully you'll see a little bit more DMR action, and maybe even one day I'll be bold enough to post an MLG match for you. But that about wraps up this match. 13-7 with the DMR. All in all, not too bad. So if you liked what you see, go ahead and hit subscribe so you can catch all of my videos, and thanks for watching.